Hey, welcome back, guys. We're playing some more Dad Cells, some Dead Cells, some Dude Cells. And, we're coming off of... Yo, we got an unprecedented 2-streak, speeds by Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast for the naked eye. That would be Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway, no, we just off a streak. We won a game rocking the double range. And I think we've won using all three kinds of strats. I think my first win was using a melee weapon with some good ice abilities. My second win was using the old firebomb grenade combo. And then my third win, the one that just happened, if you want to check it out, I'd appreciate. That one we were rocking a strength ranged combo build. And you know what I'm feeling this time? You know, just to mix it up, to keep it interesting, I'm feeling like we should try a balance build. Right? Try to see if we can get a build where all of our stats are relatively the same. I don't know how it'll work. I don't know which weapons are best for that. I feel like the turret would actually be pretty decent. Bleeding target. Health regen, don't like it enough to take the additional damage. We're thinking about taking that grenade. We got a strength upgrade right off the bat. We got a horizontal turret rank 1. Alright, so now that we know we have this strength upgrade, we're going to go with a skills upgrade. You know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to do the balance build. What do we got here? We got something to our left here. Or, excuse me, to our right. We didn't use it. Let's check out what's over here. So I'm thinking, you know, that grenade is okay. We're going to be rocking the Major League synergies, though. Like, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to want to have, like, a grenade that synergizes with an element. Either it be fire, or ice, or bleed. Alright, we got something going here. Fires an arrow upwards, though? Nah. If it didn't fire that arrow upwards, I would have been all for it. All for it. But fires an arrow upwards just makes that, like, it's undesirable. It's just not what you want. You don't want to rely on a frozen target to immediately thaw out because the stupid arrow from the upgraded version, like, it's actually worse than a generic level 1 version. Alright, so we have a bleeding sword. It's not what we want to stick with long term, but until we're forced to replace it, we do inflict bleed. Alright, there's an electric whip. There seems to be some stuff up in this direction. I think it also will lead to the sewers. That's my guess. But there might be some other equipment up here. Let's see. I see that electric whip. And yeah, this just leads to the toxic sewers. You know what? I'm torn. Nah, we're gonna stick with going to the ossuary. I think it gives you ever so slightly more loot. It might even not be the ossuary that gives you the extra loot. It might be the prison depths. But we're going with ossuary. I had to sincerely consider going with the old toxic sewers. If we ever get the... Oh, I don't need it. If we ever get the pendant that says you either, like, are immune to poison, or even better, the one that makes it so you heal from poison, then all day we're going with, we'll be going with the old, toxic sewers. But that day is not today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out of there. Heal up. Yo, he doesn't follow the Geneva Convention of getting hit by a grenade. Gotta focus. The problem with the old balance build. Oh my god. I hate that that's a thing. The problem with the old balance build is you gotta take this guy out with ranged attacks. Is what you gotta do. That felt better. The problem with the balance build is you need to have synergies between all your things, and right now that's just not the case. We don't deal additional damage to bleeding targets with anything but the grenade, and so that makes me want to hit with my sword first. But the sword's not the best way to apply that form of damage. Not like having throwing daggers would. Or if our yeah, if I could get like another range build only rocking double horizontal turrets, that'd be pretty sweet. Have a build where I got horizontal turrets as like my front line. I mean, we're currently doing nothing with that. Having horizontal turrets as like my front line, and me standing behind it like a general, shooting arrows. That'd be kind of cool. It wouldn't even need to be the quick bow. It could be any arrow producing ranged attack. I don't know how many other bows I have unlocked though. So, I mean, what else? No thank you. No thank you. Yeah, I always said to myself that I think the turret is actually a pretty decent mixed build, like skill, and I'm feeling that is in fact the case. I feel more comfortable throwing down the turret and then unleashing my own set of skills or attacks. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. All right. We got a upgrade through the stun grenade in a stat, so we're going to be rocking with that for a while. We got the health upgrade. Nope. Gotta focus a little bit. These guys aren't going to make it easy on me. There we go. Alright, taken care of. Just gotta get rid of this jabroni. Get rid of him. Go! There we go. Throw that down there. Aw, man, I'm still ever so slightly too close. Ah, man. What a pain in the old dick. Pain in the dick. Alright, we're not looking so hot, guys. Do we have a kebab? No kebabs anywhere. Oh, man. I don't know if we're going to make it through this one. Balance build might not happen this time. We're going to give it the old college try, though. There we go. You know what it is we could use more than 2 in one of these stats. We do have 2 in every stats. We are rocking a true balanced build. I don't think he'll teleport. Ah, shoot. Does our it does drop arrows. That's important. There we go. Alright, so we got a strength upgrade. That is a big deal. I'm gonna take that, thanks. You can have fun with that. No. Oh, he got me! Alright. Rip 2 streak. Speeds by. Alright. We're gonna go with either... We'll see if we get a... Does this do anything? We'll see what our first area provides us, and then we'll decide whether or not we want to go skills or strength. But balance build was not destined to work that run. I don't think that was... It wasn't feeling... It wasn't feeling possible. It didn't feel like the run, you know? So... And I don't know if it'll ever feel like the run. I mean, balance build might never be a good idea. Realistically. Oh, hello. Hello! Whoa! There we go. Boom! Crushed. Get through this. If we die again on the ossuary, we'll try to do a speed run. Because that first attempt I don't think was very long. I could be wrong, and we'll have another hour and 20 some odd minute run, but let's see, what do we got in here? Boop! Ooh, shoots an arrow in front of us. I know we just got off of having a ranged build, but how could you say no? How could you say no? Alright, so sometimes there's scrolls in those intermeaning positions. This is going to lead to the sewers, I'm assuming. This looks like it's leading to the sewers. And, no scroll. You know what? Maybe that's how we'll do something different. We'll go to the sewers this time. For better or worse, we'll go to the sewers on this run. Because we didn't really get to do that. As soon as we unlock the ossuary, we pretty much just have done the ossuary. So we'll rock a sewers run. I think the sewers is fun. Alright, so we gotta pick a stat upgrade here. Got a balance blade 1, not too interested. We got a shop over here we can look at. All pendants. Damage reduction, gold, dive attacks, bonus jumps. I mean, the damage reduction is what I would go with, but I think we'll just get a free pendant from either an elite or something. That spending the money on that one doesn't seem necessary. Okay, so due to the fact that the game just gave me a strength scroll, coupled with the fact that I have found literally 0 skills, followed by the most upgraded thing. I see it. The most upgraded thing we have being the firebrand. I'm feeling that we're going to have this scroll of power go with attack. Give me that strength, brah. Strength, brah. Going with health wouldn't have been too bad either, but nah. Just jump up here. We're gonna go to the old sewers just to, you know, mix things up. Maybe what I'll do is, instead of rotating builds, because you can't really predict. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. You're never really going to... I might unlock the sandals anyway. I don't think they're that bad. But I digress. Since you can't really predict what kind of build the game's going to give you, maybe to switch things up, we'll keep changing the first area we go to. So last time I went to the ossuary. This time I'm going to the old sewers. Next time I'll go to the promenade. And then we'll go about it that way. I think maybe that will be the... Because the builds, you know, you gotta kind of just work with whatever they give you. You can't just be like all in on skills and rock nothing. So You kind of just gotta roll with the punches, but you can definitely try to roll with the punches with no matter where you go. Alright, I don't need that right now. And maybe saying, you know, I beat the boss, the final boss, while also having gone to the promenade, getting the least amount of possible loot is going to be... So there is a door back here, but there's no, to my knowledge, there's actually no recipe on the other side of it. Yeah, they have a hidden, or a timed door for the old sewers, or the toxic sewers, but no exclusive recipe behind its enclosure. What a shame. So you can go out of your way to try to get there, but I'm not too interested in that. Takes ×2 damage. Not too interested in that, to say the least. I mean, regardless of which direction we go in the first two areas, we're going to end up in the Fog Fjord and the prison's depths. Is that what it's called? The crypt area. Like, we don't get to pick where we go after the first boss. It's the first boss, and then it's the same two areas every time. We only get to pick between the promenade, the toxic sewers, and the ossuary, and then where those locations go after that. So we have to like roll with the punches essentially. Get out of here. I see that ice bomb. I'm not going to ignore it, but there's still plenty this way. And quite frankly, ooh, excuse me, having ice bomb with firebrand seems counterintuitive. But if it's like ×4 slowdown, it means that I don't care if they immediately thaw out. You're doing it for the slowdown. Got down here. We got a frost blast, and slows all enemies when the victim thaws out. We're not currently rocking a melee build. However, if I find literally any melee weapon that says deals tons of damage if the target is frozen, then we will be coming back for this. We will be going back for that. And then same thing with this frost bomb, you know. This frost bomb is going to also seem pretty appealing if I, well, I'm going to take it regardless. Oh, frost-related effects last 4 times longer. That's literally exactly the scenario I was talking about. Verbatim. Alright, so that's going to lead us out the way we want to go, to the ancient sewers. So we found that. That's good. That's good! But we haven't found any scrolls yet. Oh, that's bad. But I see a health scroll right over there. Well, that's good! Oh. Oh, What does this look like? I mean, we'll mess around with it. It never has to worry about ammo. It's got that going for it. Got our health upgrade right here. Got rank 3 HP. I do, you know what? I was about to say that we're going to have a problem with targets in the water. We don't need the arrows to drop. We're not building skills. Sorry, Firebomb. I love you. You're like another brother to me. And you're part of my favorite build. I was about to say we don't have any skills upgrades as I grab a skills upgrade, but as much like another brother you are to me, that's not this run. On a poisoned target. A poisonous target. 75% damage reduction for projectiles. That's totally worth taking. We're only going to be replacing this with a pendant that does something cool and reduces damage by like 30%. Maybe 15 if it specifically makes you invisible, like that effect. Ouch. Or something that also reduces projectile damage by 35%. Poisonous target. Flammable oil. Parry, and then we're going to go with stat. We're going to increase strength, because that's what we're doing this time. We're getting a strength build. We have the ramparts in front of us. I see another skills scroll down here, so we're going to definitely grab that. Because ignoring it would be foolhardy. So we're not going to do that. Boop. And... this isn't doing too bad. I saw that. A little bit of money. This build isn't doing too bad. Obviously, I don't care what weapons you're wielding other than maybe dual shields. If you keep raising up strength, no matter what weapon you're wielding, it's going to start doing a lot of damage. Like, that's just the nature of leveling up strength. Saying like, oh hey look, surprise surprise, when I have 10 strength, this electric whip is actually doing a lot of damage. The hell you say? Really? I would have never guessed. But, like, seriously, oh, hell yeah, we want that. So how many scrolls did we get down here? I mean, only one of our things gives health, so you can subtract one from health. So that means 2 health scrolls. We want to go to the sewers. I'm pretty sure we got... yeah, that's a timed door. Yeah, we've seen everything. What was I speaking about? Yeah, so... we got 2 skills. We got 1 strength, or power scroll, I believe. There was only the 1 power scroll. And then we got 2 HP. So, yeah, 5. 2 plus 2 plus 1, I can math. It's a lot of scrolls from the old sewers. I can't imagine the ossuary would have given more. So, yeah, not bad. Now we're going to the ancient sewers. The last time we went to the ancient sewers, or the old sewers, what is it, ancient sewers, old sewers? I don't know, I feel like it changes. Anyway, last time we were here, we died. Because we were doing a speed run. I didn't see that. I saw it this time. We're going to, sorry, just make sure that bastard doesn't screw us. And, like, bumps us a bunch of times. I see you. I see you. One of the my favorite things about the Firebrand is the fact that the shield guys are just completely boned by it. It's like, haha, the damage of your ranged weapon doesn't hurt me. Yeah, but the fire underneath your feet is, so... screw you, I guess? What I was initially going to say a while back was, targets that are in water are going to be a problem because of said fire abilities. But targets that are in water are going to take extra damage from the electric whip. Because, I don't know, electricity. So that's kind of a nice synergy, I guess. Or at least it compensates for the other's weakness. The Firebrand is just strong, so it compensates for the electric whip's weakness of being weak. While, you know, you're tempting because the zombies that burst into biters are going to make completing you pretty easy, but I'm still not really comfortable with that idea. And it looks like taking you would have been just fine. Yeah, I almost certainly would have cured it just now. You know what? I see 5 biters down there right this very second. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. Stop being a pansy. We're going to get 5 biters immediately. It's reducing the curse to 5. This might just be an upgrade to what we have. 3 times. No, it wasn't. So it was... currently, it was just for the money and the dead cells. Yeah. Oh my! Guys, I swear, because of the firebrand leaving the fire on the ground, I didn't see that there was a mushroom that had to have been a level lower, hit the ground underneath us, and produce the spikes until literally milliseconds before the spikes went up. This is why I don't take those things. Did you see? Did you see what just happened? All right, so we're gonna do a speed run. Speed running to the ossuary. That's what I said. If we die again, we're gonna try to do a speed run because the first run was fairly short. We're just gonna be stupid if we don't come up here and take this turret. There we go. Same thing with whatever's on the other side of this. Potion? Yeah, hell yeah. We'll take that. We don't want to upgrade like skills or anything. We found the ossuary really quickly, but we didn't find any scrolls. And if we do want to actually try to get past the first bosses, if we want to actually try to get past the first boss's door, we're going to need to have some stats to kill him. We can't just rock statless build. Alright, so we got our strength upgrade. 100% damage to a burning target. Hell yeah. Toxic cloud, damage reduction. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna just keep going up here. This is what I was looking for. We're gonna go with strength because yet again we're gonna try to get past the boss's door. There's a chest here, so we'll just quickly pop this open. Take a look at it. Frozen target, not even closely interested. We're going to go back to the ossuary because we need to get there in 2 minutes and like some odd seconds. And the ossuary is fairly big, and because of that, trying to find the time door can sometimes be actually somewhat hard to do. Oh, we got 0 cells in the last run. We took 0 damage, which is nice, I guess. And, yeah, we're now going to try to quickly rush through everything. Sometimes easier said than done. But we're going to try to rush through everything. Especially with these guys being around here. And these guys. Okay, so that was a waste of my time. No, no. Gotta heal. Alright, what does it look like it's going? Down is the way it looks like we want to go. Gotta figure out. He like turned around in mid-roll. I didn't even know he could do that. Oh my god. Spiked man. Freaking spiked mandrill over here. Alright, we found our time door. We found our time door. So that's good. We're gonna heal. Now, we just need to find the exit. I don't care if we end up with no scrolls from coming down here. We want to find the exit to specifically the ramparts. Yo, no joke. This is coming with me. What do we got in here? Blood sword. Can't imagine that would be something I was interested in. The shitty thing is we ran into a dead end is the shitty thing. That's okay. We also haven't found any scrolls. Well, scratch that. We found one. Now we're gonna keep running this way. Found a shop. The shop doesn't have... Shop has +1 skills. Yeah, you know, I'm not too in love with our use this. Take that. This is 75% reduced. Yeah, clean this guy out. Need to compensate for our lack of stats. Take me up, please. So, I mean, we don't have the best skills in the world, but, you know, we haven't really invested into them. We're gonna take that, thanks. Yeah, stop that. Whatever you were thinking about doing, stop it. Just gotta run. None of that warranted anything I wanted. Yeah, we're gonna go with +1 strength. But, this is like the balance build that I was originally trying to build at the beginning of the episode. Alright, so this is gonna lead us to the prison depths, almost certainly. So it's actually not where we want to go. We want to go to the ramparts. Which will hopefully, if we're lucky, be in this direction. Alright, that's suck. My god! The spawning locations of these guys are a nightmare. So that was unfortunately pointless. There we go. Got around him. This isn't the direction I want to go. These are not the droids you are looking for. This looks like it's going to lead to nothing. Shoot. It did lead to nothing. The shield is actually kind of helpful from avoiding repetitive damage from those jabronis. Alright, so we're just testing the waters. Alright, this looks like... I don't know, I can't tell if it's really gonna lead to nothing yet. No, we got more distance this way. I can't tell yet. Alright, we found the ramparts. That was tedious. The ramparts, though, are relatively straightforward. And we got the hunter's bow. Which maybe we'll unlock, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. Still trying to make it so we get 85% of our currency back every time we die. That's what I'm more concerned about. I do think, though, if we make it to the boss, we have a winning combination here. If we can make it to the boss, we can defeat him in about a minute. So, our goal is 10 minutes and 30 seconds. The good thing about the ramparts is it's basically a straight line. There's also a timed door in here for us to exploit. Or not exploit, that's the wrong word for it. But utilize is a better word. So, found a chest. Get out of here. Stop following me. Got another shield. It has +1 skills. It is exactly the same. Whatever. We get paid every time I actually parry, which will be never. So, whatevs. I would have preferred if it had +1 strength or +1 HP than skills. At least for the skills that we're currently rocking. So go with more strength. I think that's probably all we'll want to be down here for. We actually missed the time door down here. That's a bad sign. You don't want to miss the timed door when you're actually trying to rush. But the time door for the ramparts is kind of a jerk. Because it's never in an easy to find location. And it can be kind of hard to get down here in 6 minutes, which I think is the amount of time you have to reach it. We were just making sure that that bomb didn't give like +1 strength, in which case it would have been far more viable to me than any of our other items. I think the next dropped down is going to be the way we want to go. Down here. Because it has all these birds around it. Or bats or whatever. And I think that they're associated with the direction you want to go. Yeah, and I think this is it. I think this leads to the Black Bridge. Sure was. So we made it to the boss in 7 minutes. Okay, so as long as we don't lose to him, I am really confident that we can beat him before 10 minutes is up. And then we will have definitely made progress on this episode. And we'll probably name the episode like Timed Doors. So the bear trap and the ice bomb, both really good against this guy. And does our burning target, okay. Whatever. We unfortunately have no way to burn him. There we go. Got to the next invulnerability. Got around that. Have fun with those bear traps. Stop that. Get him to the next invulnerability state. Yeah. There we go. This is done. Like we definitely did it. Got it around him. Oh no. Full health. We can definitely get in there. That was a little scary. We had 5 HP at one point, but we definitely shouldn't have been too concerned. We had him down pretty low. And there we go. With 1 minute and 35 seconds to spare, we got the Ivy Grenade, which realistically I don't think is very good. But I might still, I genuinely like the grenades. So, we worked so hard to get it. It'd be a real pain. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there who never get the Ivy Grenade because doing that speed run is kind of tedious. So we're going to rock it. Causes 6 arrows to fall from our back. That's good to know that it does that. Actually, that's a big deal. Enemies burn when they die. So we will replace the Frost Grenade because, well, we don't need it. We have 2 things that snare our opponents. And now I guess we can pretend like this is a normal run, because, I didn't expect myself to get this far. No, I'm kidding. But there's no other time doors. Oh, what's the cooldown to this bad boy? 7.6 seconds. My god. It's like Knife Storm levels of cooldown. Oh, I see that rune. Actually, I'm going to immediately get that rune before I forget it's there. Some money. Some money. And this is going to be a long episode, despite the fact that it had a speed run in it. If I need that healing pot, I'll come back for it, I guess. But not too concerned right now. We got more food, too. So right now, we're kind of just running with the Twin Daggers build. Which is, not a bad build. I am in the market to change my offhand, my shield here, if I get something that gives a better stat than the skills. And I might even replace it for like a firebrand, even if it doesn't produce skills. Death freezes enemy, shoots a grenade. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that bad a quick bow. I can also, in a quick... Hold on. Yeah, blocked it. See? There you go. But if necessary, I can quickly throw this out and throw a grenade. Does it throw a grenade? No, it doesn't throw a grenade. I guess that was just our... I know our twin daggers threw a grenade. So we got an HP upgrade. We want it. And the shield always is going to be useful for its armor frames. It helped us out against the boss. It helped us out in the obelisk. Ossuary. I don't know why I said obelisk. Viscera. No. I was hoping you'd give 1 HP or 1 strength. You did neither of those things. So you are worthless to me. Worthless. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got double ranged weapons. Aha! In the middle of my attack animation, I'm going to block nothing. I am so skilled. Maybe, maybe this is still the time for that balance build. I mean, we got +1 skills here. Got +1 skills. Didn't go out of our way for it either by utilizing one of our limited power scrolls to pick it. And also, if we get a firebomb, we got synergies with our dagger on the firebomb. And the firebomb does a lot of damage. We were just talking about it. Let's see, sure. +1 skills! I mean, we're gonna lose +1 health if we take it, though. We'll think about it. We will think about it. It all depends on how much health we have leaving this area. Because if I walk out of this area without at least 4 HP, meaning that we don't get another health-specific scroll, and because a power scroll, I might still take strength on. But I mean, our damage is going to be pretty sweet by throwing a firebomb. And then, yeah, I mean, that felt great. Our having the skills be stronger when we do that. Though I don't know if that one had the additional synergy by having the bear trap reduce. I think our current bear trap produces flammable oil. So the other advantage is if I want to do just that, they will still die. And I don't know, guys, this might be what I was asking for at the beginning of this episode with the balance run. This might be the run. Not only did we get the speed run, we got the balance run. It's tempting. If I go with that skills bear trap, I can even make this power scroll strength and not feel too bad about it. Because at that point, our oh, we got the meat grinder. That's good. Or, you know, we could even take this power scroll in HP. And yeah, you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna take this in HP, and we're gonna go with it. We're going to do it. We're gonna go back for that bear trap. We're gonna go back for that bear trap. We're going to take the +1 skills. And now I understand that I might have been able to get the same effect if I picked skills right now and kept our current bear trap. That might have been smarter. But let's see what else this bear trap does besides giving skills. It also produces flammable oil. So honestly, it was kind of one of done like it would have been the exact same effect. I just would have saved a little bit of time, I guess. But look at that, we got 5, 5, and 5. We are rocking the balance build. But what did I say about the balance build before? It was that you need to have all of your stuff synergize. And right now, our shield is synergizing by getting our skills up. Because without the bonus from our equipment, our skills would only be 3. Which is not impressive. But between the oil from the... you're not going to come out? Then you're just going to burn to death. Alright, there we go. Between the oil from the bear trap, the burning synergy with the bear trap and the bomb, making the bomb feel stronger than it otherwise would be, coupled with oh, hold on. 100% damage on a burning target. Swarm of biters crawl from your victims. Nah, you know what? It was... I think this is just a straight upgrade. No, it isn't actually. No. No, it wasn't actually an upgrade. Did we also have a heal? I think we had a heal at the very first entrance. I kind of remember saying, hey, if we need to come back for this, we should. And now is actually the time to do just that. I think our very first... Yeah, and there was also a kebab on the way. So let's try to actually put in the old college try. You know, put in maximum effort, as it were. Get the kebab. You know what? Forget it. We came all the way back here, and I don't plan on coming all the way back here a second time. So we're going to just take this. We're going to immediately use it. And there we go. There we go. Got full HP again. Without having to use our healing flask. Feels good. Man, it's getting a little framey. So, I noticed it. You noticed it. We all noticed it. But at this point, we've just kind of have to come to accept that it's going to get a little framey at times. I still like the game despite its framey nature. And yet again, I don't think it's my computer, because I've heard other YouTubers complain about how this area gets framey. Alright, there was a lot of jamokes over there. So, having that, having my skills be decent made dealing with them a little bit easier. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about having a balance build is, our skills can still take care of enemies if we need them to, if we need to play safe. But we're not completely screwed if we take some damage, because we can actually apply some of our own damage. No, thank you. Meaning that if we take some damage, we're able to fight back and actually regenerate some of that health. I kind of wished our sword was a balance blade, as opposed to... Nah. Releases a poison cloud. Nah. I kind of wish our weapon was a balance blade as opposed to a twin dagger. But, you know, I don't get to make that choice. I mean, don't get me wrong. The freaking twin daggers are still pretty good. Alright, so this is our exit. This is where we want to go if we want to get out of here. But we don't want to get out of here yet. I think there's still at least one more door we can go through. Yeah, there totally is. Over here. get burned. Ouch. I mean, that sounded awesome. All of that money will still be there, but it knocked me off, so I have to go all the way back around. What a pain in the ass. But whatever. Whatever, so I'm over it already. Get in this door. To a burning target. Man. If only, right? If only. If only we could have that and the shield and the sword. Like, we just don't have enough inventory slots, you know? Just can't take all of those things. We'd want to. Or if that bomb obviously gave +1 skill. If it gave +1 skill, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would be in my inventory right now. To a burning target, to a bleeding target. Does less damage on hits. The only advantage it gives you is the stun. Not too interested. Not too interested. Oh. I forgot how much of a counter the shield is to those axe-wielding dudes. Because they're like all about doing a little bit of chip damage, right? Are you gonna move? You jerk. Whatever. We still have like all of our heals. So we don't have to be like... In fact, we shouldn't be so stingy about using them. We still had 3 at the time. So, I mean, yeah, it's funny to say that I didn't have to use any, but it's also stupid to die because you didn't use any. So we're gonna peep this. No, didn't give me any stats. Doesn't have any synergy with our current build to my knowledge. So... ×2 damage? No. Not even remotely interested. Alright, so it's 2 buildings over. It wasn't this one, but the next one over here. This was the exit, if I remember correctly. It sure was. Alright, so I mean, we made it to the crypts again in this video. We're not streaking again because we died twice in this episode. Before this, but you know, we're progressing to the point where we're getting to these areas. I might unlock the meat grinder, but we're still so close to finishing this bad boy up. Yeah, we need 3 more to finish that up, and then the meat grinder is definitely on my short list of things that I want. It's a pretty good item, to say the least. Well, where is I going with this? Right, so we've released a video that's at least gotten us this far. 3 episodes in a row. So, I mean, there is that. Goodbye. It does make these episodes really long, unfortunately. This is where, you know, because of the nature of our build, we need to make sure we use everything at our disposal, because individually, we're not strong enough with, like, just our strength, or... Oh my god, I slipped in there with him. Do I have anything I can quickly attack in here? No, I don't, and I don't want that. So, I'm just gonna have to live with this damage that I took by falling into that spike trap. That sucks. No. Get out of here. We're gonna have to make sure that we use all of our skills, though, and our weapons, because individually, they're not going to be strong enough by themselves. They need to be used in conjunction with one another. Which, you know, makes the run the most interesting, when you have to use all of the tools available to you. Granted, if you're rocking like an ice bomb and and bear trap kind of strength build, you're still using your skills basically whenever they're off cooldown. So it doesn't feel quite like you're never utilizing your skills, but like we could probably still have a more successful run if we were no. We're gonna heal. We're gonna heal. We'd probably still have just as successful a run right now if our run was just strength. Because the fire grenade and that purpose would just be there to give us the bonus to our twin daggers. But, I mean, we did that already, essentially, right? We already played like that before in our first victory. I think it was with frozen targets as opposed to burning ones. But, like, we've already done that. So, how about... Although in that win, to be fair, I think our skills actually were... like, that run was so crazy good. Excuse me. That run was so crazy good. At this point, not only was our strength higher than it currently is, but our skills still were as well. I think our strength was like 10, and our skills were like 7. And I think our HP was like 8. Like, that run was just so nuts that it was insane. But I digress. That's not this run. This run doesn't have those luxuries. So we have to roll with what we got. And right now, what we got is 5 in each category, which really is not enough in any particular category. I'd much prefer to have, like, literally, if I want to go with a true balance build, I would like to have at least 7 in everything. That sucked quite a bit. So I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. Considering how I've already used, 2 heals in this area? No! I couldn't see him. The stun lock, I was jamming the roll button when he grabbed me. I couldn't roll. He pushed me back and knocked me right onto those spikes. I wasn't feeling that when I realized how far we were and still only had 5 in all 3 stats. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. That was a good run. We definitely got something done with those speed challenges. We've completed that area, so we never have to do speed runs again. I think we got the area behind the promenade, and like I said, there wasn't anything in the old sewers. So next time we'll try to do a run going through the promenade. I have no idea how successful that will be, but we'll give it a chance. And yeah, that'll be it for this time. Peace out, guys. Bye.